What's good, everyone? So in today's video, I'm going to be breaking down my exact organic marketing strategy for my online coaching business, okay? This is exactly what I do every single day. It's my entire workflow and I'm giving it away for free because I am a generous person and I felt like giving so much value at the start of this beautiful week. So before we get into this video, if you want to see how you can implement this exact strategy for your business, then book in a call down below. That's the quickest way to see. If not, you can follow me on Instagram at the Matt Jacob and you can get in touch with me there. Okay, so some of the results that it's gotten, it's helped me book 1 to 2 calls a day average. It's helped other people. I've shown this strategy to other people. Now they're booking calls. And just it's really simple. It's organic, no paid ads or funnels. So let's get into this. Essentially, the organic marketing strategy. So whether you're a total beginner, an established business owner making 2 to 10K a month or more, you need to watch this video. A total beginner, because you see here, people are at different stages and they have different requirements. So for an example, a total beginner, your job at the moment is to establish as much authority and put out as much value to the market as quickly and as much as possible. So both. And you need to practice your soft skills too, okay? Right off the gate, you're probably not going to be good at sales, you're probably not going to be good at appointment setting, and you're probably not going to be good at marketing. So your job here is to get you up to speed as soon as possible while doing it in the most effective and efficient way. And you can't practice sales if you don't have any sales goals, and you can't have, unless you do role play, but that's a different story. And obviously you can't book sales calls if you're not getting into DMs and you're not marketing in the first place, okay? If you're at 2 to 10K a month, so a couple clients already, and you've had some successes, a few clients in the door, but you want a repeatable, proven system to scale up, okay? This system can scale as big as you want it to, and then this goes on to my 10K to 50K a month people who are watching this, a repeatable, proven system for your team to scale up. So if you have a team, you can use this and give it to them, and they'll know the exact KPIs and what targets they need to hit every single day so that you hit your income goal and help as many clients as you can. Book calls, and if you are good at sales but you just struggle with booking calls, with marketing, with getting more eyeballs on your content, then this is also for you. Even if you don't have content, I'll also break that down. Works for any B2B business, honestly. So not just coaches and consultants, it also works for agency owners. Agency owners. At the moment, that's all I can think of, because they're very closely related, okay? So done for you, done with you. Even do it yourself. So if you're selling a course creator, this could work for you as well. Booking an average 1 to 2 calls a day, if not more. I've booked more than this in a day, frankly. But this is just an average, okay? And I'll be honest, I'll come clean. Last week was a bit of a dry week and there's ups and downs. I'm not perfect, but I thought I'd share this with you. So I think I only booked like one call, 1 to 2 calls last week. So it was very inconsistent. So yeah, it was very inconsistent. I send a lot of links and I have a lot of conversations to go through, which will turn into book calls this week for sure. But last week I thought I'd share with you and just be completely honest. 1 to 2 calls last week. So booking an average 1 to 2 calls a day if done consistently and correctly. And I wasn't consistent last week. And this is coming from someone who couldn't book a call a week. So kind of like, it's ironic because I just said last week I struggled to book a call. But this is coming from someone who couldn't book a call a week or even like a few calls a month to save my life. So this is all planned out, this is all proven, and it just works. You just have to put in the work to do it. So the first thing, content, filling the pipe with water. Now I'm going to get the whiteboard out as well, because this is really going to help you visualize on how this whole process works. So where's the drawing tool? There we go. So if you imagine a pipe and the pipe has water running through it, and at the bottom is where it drips down, and you have like a little tap you need to turn. Okay, so filling the pipe is the first thing. Content will help you do that. And then what happens next is you have to nurture. This is content, this is filling the pipe. This is getting attention. This is nurturing an authority, where let's see it as like warming up, getting hot water, okay? So in the middle part is nurturing and warming up the water. There we go. Nurturing, it goes through here, it gets hotter and hotter, and it keeps flowing. It doesn't just stop here. And then the last thing is it flows down here. Conversions, okay? And then at the bottom here is a bowl, and this bowl represents your calendar, aka sales calls. The water represents sales calls and leads. So this first part I'm going to explain here is content, and the reason why I use content to fill the pipe with water is because it's just the best way, honestly. If you're going to do stuff organically, organic content is the best way to do it, and this is the reason why. Content, what it does, jeez, that's so small, okay. What content does is it nurtures, but we'll get onto that later. Nurtures your new and existing audience. But what it does as well, it just gets more eyeballs. Gets eyeballs in the first place. Gets eyeballs in the first place, gets attention. That's the first thing you need, is attention. Because without attention, you can't move on to the next place, which is nurturing. Gets eyeballs, and then there is a law of reciprocity. And what my mentor calls it, or one of the coaches for my mentor, he calls it having a digital bank account. And essentially, we know with the bank account, you can put in money, you can what's the word? Yeah, you can put in money, or you can withdraw money. And the same thing applies here, except it's not really about money, it's about reciprocity. So the putting in the money, depositing, that's the word. Depositing the money is equal to you putting out value. So if you want to think about it this way, the market is like a giant bank account. This is the market, okay? You can put in money, you can deposit money basically, or you can get money out. And if you deposit money, that's putting value out into the market. That's like putting in money. And this is what content does. You put in money. And then if you want to withdraw from the money, you essentially make a call to action, for example, a mission post, and we'll go into these later. CTA mission, essentially just asking for what you want. Asking for what you want, which is going to then in turn turn into conversations and then booked calls. Now, you can't do this second part, withdrawing money, without depositing money in the first place. And content is the best way to do that, okay? Law of reciprocity. If you do something for other people, they're going to feel obliged to do something for you. And an even more powerful way to look at it is if you're putting in so much value, so much content out there, so much insight into the market and giving them so much clarity, and that value is proportional to what you ask from it, like with the withdrawal that you make, then it just makes it 10 times powerful. So in English, let's say you've been putting out content like me, 30 days. I'm on a 30-day sprint right now where I'm posting a day on YouTube. Every single day on YouTube, except weekends, I'm posting every single day. I'm posting a video, and on top of that, I'm posting on Instagram. And that's going to create tremendous value, and I'm being consistent. Now, if what I withdraw is tiny in proportional to what I'm putting out, then it's more likely that people are going to do what I say, what I want, basically, because I'm doing so much for them. So if I ask for a small little favor, they're going to do it. So that withdrawing money, for example, I'll make a call to action, get them to book a call, start a conversation, etc. It's the least that they can do, right? So that's what content does. Now, there's other ways, and it doesn't matter the platform. Another way to fill the pipe with water is, it's not as, I don't prefer it as much as content, but it's a quicker way to do it. So just sending friend requests, following people, engaging with other people's content. The whole premise of this is just getting attention. Let's put it up here then. The whole premise is just getting attention. This is a slower, more long-term play unless you're on a platform like TikTok. But even then, TikTok, it's not an easy way out. You still need to work hard at it, and you need to play towards the algorithm strength. So IG Reels as well is pretty good, but it doesn't matter the platform. It just matters, you just have to keep the principles in mind. So friend requests, following people, engaging with other people's content, new connections. So on LinkedIn, for example, basically getting yourself in front of ideal prospects. That's the first bit. So as you can see here, let's just go into my Instagram quickly. Boom. So I'm starting to post more content on this page, because what I did recently and what I have been doing is posting content on my main page. But since I wanted to use it as a more casual way, I moved it all into a different page, and people are still going to follow it because it's consistent value every single day. Although I haven't posted in a while, but I'm going to start posting again. So 14 posts, bunch of story highlights, just content and value. And make sure the value as well, make sure the content is something that's relevant to your prospect. Because if you're putting out value for, let's say your ideal prospect is dentist, right? But then you start putting out value that's catered towards real estate agents, then they're not going to care because it's not relevant to them. It might be as valuable as this, but if it's for the wrong person and they don't care about it, then you need to reconsider what you're doing. So posting content here, I post content on my Facebook as well. Even, I just remembered as well, Facebook groups. Facebook groups are a great way to get yourself in front of ideal prospects. There you go. Content, and I'm in groups as well, so I'll put content in there as well. All right, the second thing, nurturing, warming up the water. So now we're in this stage. We got eyeballs, but we need to turn those eyeballs into warm leads. Let's just call it warm leads. And then the way we're doing that is through, again, the content, because they'll binge watch the content and they'll just get to trust us more. Nurturing through content, our profile, results, personality. Yeah, there we go. I'd say it's those things. Mainly it's the content, well, mainly it's the profile, okay? Because the profile includes all these other things. So with your profile, basic premises with the profile is to set it up so that you know, it's targeted towards one niche, one person. Well, not one person, but you're just providing one outcome for one niche. And you have to make that clear. So for example, I put in my bio, helping coaches and consultants add 3 to 10 pre-sold sales calls a week using my personal branding framework. Straight to the point, makes it clear as day as to who I help, how I help them, and why it benefits them, and how I do it exactly. And then call to action, need help, click the link below, my Hoobie link. Got the content to nurture them, because then they'll just binge watch it. Story highlights as well, but there's not much here yet. I'm gonna go back to my original profile. There we go, same thing. Now with the result, okay, yeah, so content, profile, so clear profile picture. These are just the basics, okay? Results, so there's this thing I talk about all the time called the comfort and attraction scale. Now without going too deep into this, because I don't want to inflate this video too much, trying to keep it efficient. Comfort is, relatability. Attraction can be seen as authority. Why should I listen to you? Now the key here is it's a scale. It's a weighing scale. You have comfort on one side, you have attraction on the other side. Now, if you're too comfortable, if you're showing too much relatability and not enough authority, then okay, cool, I can relate to you, but you're just like an average human being. I don't see a reason to listen to you. You're just another one of those, okay, cool, nothing special. I don't see how you can help me. And you're just like an average Joe Schmo. Now, attraction, too much authority, but not enough relatability. I probably won't like you. I'll think you're an asshole. You're a douchebag. Okay, cool, you're getting results, but you're a bit of a dick. So there we go, authority, but you need both, right? And I just can't relate to you, so I can't relate to you as well if it's all the way down here, if it weighs more than the comfort. Now the key here is to have equal parts, or more than, like, around equal parts both. So you need both. You need the scale to balance. And the way you can, and I'll go into how you can create comfort and attraction very quickly. Relatability, so for example, just show like maybe content or stories of you with your pet dog. If you have a dog, any pets, any family, just normal person stuff, everyday stuff, right? Pets, family, memes that you find funny, you with friends. Yeah, I'd say those things. Just anything that makes you more human and down to earth. Attraction, what this is basically building high value and you being a perceived high value. So for example, you being in shape, you hanging out with high value people, with like famous people, for example, you running a successful business, you just having high level thoughts, okay, your mindset, creating content, YouTube channel. So you need both, or else this isn't going to work. And if you have both, it creates a very magnetic personal brand and very magnetic profile, okay? And it's going to get you so much success. So keep this in mind. So this in real time, essentially results, creates that attraction, and then you can see all the results here on this story highlight. If I can click it. I don't know why it's not clicking. There we go. Oh, come on, man. Oh yeah, also in the attraction side, you traveling. There we go. Okay. There we go. Results, okay? And just and that's that. And with the attraction, that's the attraction. With the comfort side, it's just me with friends, just doing normal people stuff. What I like to eat, where I've traveled, places I've been to, even embarrassing photos. Embarrassing photos of yourself can be good. Most of it's on my stories. I post on my stories quite frequently, so you're gonna see a lot of comfort. Yeah, comfort. I'm not healthy all the time. I try to be healthy. And I do pretty good, but on Sundays sometimes I tend to cheat. So, and here's a joke I made. I love eating healthy with some Oreo donuts, which have crap in them, and I didn't feel that good. I didn't feel good this morning definitely because of what I ate before. So there we go. That's nurturing. And then the last thing is conversations, right? So you got the water, it's warmed up. Now you just need to turn it into book calls, and this is where people struggle. They know how to get attention, they have people following them, and they're good at marketing themselves, and their profile's spot on. But to turn them from just a bystander into a call booker, we need to find a way to get them in the calendar. So the way you do that is through conversations, and the way you get conversations is a couple things. Maybe you just, every time you post, start convos with people. There's no right or wrong way to do this, but one of my favorite ways is when the other person has done something on their part. Because with outbound, for example, you're doing something on your part, and they haven't done anything, so they don't have a reason to stick around. So people who've engaged with content, so liked, commented, people who are friend requests, Maybe just introduce yourself. Hey, thanks for sending the friend request. Thought I'd reach out and say hi. How's everything going? If you're in a Facebook group, works the same way. Just start conversations, please. Any way you can do it. A CTA, so there's two ways. There's indirect, and then you got direct. So direct would look like if I put a CTA on my story saying, okay, I'm looking for 5 entrepreneurs who want to book more calls on their calendar for June. Okay, CTA, that's more direct. And then a couple people might swipe up and say they're ready. So, or polls is a great way to do this. 2 steps where you hand out a free resource. And you say you announce on your story or your content that you have a free resource, you're willing to give it away for free. People will come up and show interest, and then you have a conversation there and see if you can get them on the call. And giving the free resources away as well. CTA poll, I mean, cold as well, but if you're really struggling to hit your numbers, then this is like a last ditch resort. Okay, start convos. That's how you do it. Or people, like on the rare occasion, people will just book in directly. I've had this happen before. Never had a conversation with the person, and they just book in directly on the calendar. So that's always nice to see that. Also, one thing I forgot to mention is with the nurturing and the content, the reason I started YouTube is because on Instagram, it can be cool. It can work if you post long form content, but it's not the strength of Instagram. Instagram is more one hit, quick, swipe next kind of deal. So what I have here is a long form prospector. Not a long form prospector, a long form trust builder. Okay, this is one of the reasons why I wanted to be consistent with YouTube and build it for the long run. Okay, because long form man, if people started YouTube more, they'd probably double their income. Okay, and this is the reason why. Video content or any long form content, there's this 7-hour rule from Ravi Abuval. I don't know how to say his name. 7-hour rule where apparently people need to see 7 hours of your content on average before they book in a call or before they become a client. And it's going to be very hard to do that if your content is just reels. It's not impossible, but reels are they're a few seconds, they're 20 to 30 seconds, but you need to hit that 7-hour rule. So you're going to have to post a bunch of reels. So the way to hack that is through a long form trust builder, aka a blog, YouTube channel, or a podcast. Okay, and the reason why I like YouTube so much is because it's video content, and even though I'm an introvert, I don't like to label myself with stuff like this. But even though I was a former introvert or really an introvert now, and it was hard getting started and just getting used to talking to the camera like right now, the dividends pay off in the long run. Okay, video content is the closest thing to me being in front of you in person. Right? You see my body language, you get my tonality, you get my personality, you get the whole spiel. So with video content, it's the closest thing to me being in front of you, therefore it builds the relationship as quickly as possible. And it's fun as well. So this is the whole reason why. And I just love creating content. Creating content is just a cool thing to do. I enjoy it. So I've got this portfolio of value. Again, it goes back to that concept of the digital bank account and reciprocity. I put out so much value out there, so the least you can do is follow me on Instagram. Okay, and that's not being me entitled. That's not me being entitled. It's just the truth. I don't expect it. I don't expect it from anyone, but they can. It's just what's in their head. A ton of value, and it's going to pay off in the long run. So you've got a long form trust builder, but now the problem is you don't have a prospector. You don't have, unless YouTube added a direct message tool, you don't have a prospector. You don't have a way to engage with people who engage with your content. So you need a prospector, and this is where your platform is going to come in, right? So Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn. Yeah, just any platform. So you got a long form trust builder and prospector. Now, do you really need a long form trust builder? No, I've seen people work like without it before, but this just works a charm, honestly. Like even just writing long copy posts really helps. Okay, let's get back on track. So conversations, cool. Have a conversation, engage with people. Just say, hey, what's up? And I'll show you as well quickly, without showing too much. Oh, it might be too much actually. Boom. We have conversations on conversations. Just so you know, I am telling the truth. Conversations and conversations, and I can turn them into book calls. If not, that's fine. So you just want to have conversations with people, and if you think you can genuinely help them and you just ask questions, I've got training on how to set appointments as well, so click up there. But the premise is have a genuine conversation, just like you were talking with your friend who happens to run a business in your niche. See where they're at, see where they're trying to get to, and what they're struggling with. Try and build leverage. If you think you can genuinely help out, and the keyword is genuinely, offer to book a call. Pitch, offer to book a call and book in some one-on-one time with them, okay? And then sometimes they'll say yes, sometimes they won't. But as you do more conversations, you'll get much better at this, okay? And this is how, from a bird's eye view, you can book 1 to 2 calls every single day, okay? Now, if you want to see how we can implement this entire strategy for your business, your coaching, consulting, B2B, agency business, quickest way to do it is to book a call down below or reach out to me on Instagram at @thematjacob. Both will be in the description, and I thoroughly hope you enjoy this video. Honestly, yeah, there we go. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Ideally, you'd focus on one platform because you'll get that compound effect where you're focusing on this platform for a long time. Maybe you're not getting results, and then on month 6, for example, it just shoots up. So there we go. That is how you generate a ton of leads on your calendar and book a ton of calls. This is my strategy, completely exposed, and I hope you enjoy it. This was a lot of fun to film, and I hope to see you in the next video. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, like, comment, and share with your friends, and I will see you in the next one.